Hello, I'm Robbie Fowler and you're watching Redmen TV.
Hello and welcome back to the Redmen TV. On afternoon, so Liverpool come from 1 goal down to defeat Aston Villa 2-1 at Villa Park. Yes indeed. Before we talk about the match, let's have some of your Facebook comments. Daniel Aronstamp says, what has happened to the defence? Even though we won, they looked incredibly shaky yet again, and we were probably lucky to be only 1 down at the break. Anyway, to be more positive, which is what we like to hear, Steven Gerrard, you are a boss. Yeah, well, Daniel, there you go. It's great points all around. Yeah, honestly, I mean, the problem is that you almost sound, I mean, it's hard to get intonation across in text, I know, but you almost sound like shocked by this now. You know, I mean, anyone who watched the match build-up show, I posed the question to Christian Walsh. You know, have we got the ability? Not if we learned our lessons from playing against big target men like Benteke. Do we have the ability to do anything about it? And clearly, no is the answer. We don't have a fucking clue what to do. Whether that's tactics or personnel, I'm not qualified enough to say. I think probably a little bit of both. I think we've got goal scoring talent and threat in the squad for a change, and we've just thought, well, fuck it, let's just try and score more goals than everyone. And today it's worked. Didn't work against Southampton, but it had been working for the few weeks. In fact, it's worked, I think, more often than not, far more often than not, since the turn of the year. So no, yeah, definitely shaky, and we did ride our luck. I mean, Agbonlahor has that chance. He hit it straight to Pepe, which the commentary team on Sky seemed desperate not to give Reina any credit for, so I will. Fantastic save, you know, he makes himself big, he gets his body in the way of it. Doesn't know a lot about it, but that's just what top class goalkeepers do, you know, as a base level of goalkeeping. You know, he's just there, gets his body in the way, boss save. We rode our luck a couple of times, and whenever it gets a little bit shaky at the back, we do seem to go to pieces. So yeah, it is a worry. Hopefully something that'll be addressed in the summer, not something that, you know, with 7 games or whatever left in the season, it's going to go, alright, here we go, fixed. It's clearly a bigger problem than we perhaps understand or whatever, so hopefully it'll be fixed in the summer anyway. And yes, Steven Gerrard is a fucking boss. Just for that, I mean, scores an amazing penalty, but the header off the line, I mean, that is just, it's world class. And it's weird to be able to describe something that's just, you know, heading the ball off your own goal line is world class. That's world class. That's what world class clearances look like. Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, Michael Tomlinson says Henderson seriously needs to be first on the team sheet. Such a solid professional performance. Good win for the Reds. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Another point brought up on the show this week, and to be honest, it's been brought up for a few weeks running. Jordan Henderson should have been playing every game since, you know, he was so good against Arsenal. He was good against Man City. You know, he looked like he was really coming into some form. Scored the goal against Norwich as well. And we thought, there we go, sorts the midfield out now. And I can understand the experiment of trying to get all your best attacking players on the pitch, but I fully agree with the decision to rest Sturridge today. Jordan Henderson needs to be in that midfield because he just has so much more energy and vibrance. And I mean, there's a couple of chances where it looks like we're in deep shit, and I've seen it happen to us time and time again. Lucas gets isolated, he's basically got 2 men closing in on him, he's only going to be able to mark one of them, and it's like, oh fuck, here we go. And then what happens? Jordan Henderson swoops in, nicks the ball away, and we break away. It's absolutely fantastic. Just having someone with that engine in the midfield makes a massive difference to the way we play. And I'm not saying, look, we weren't exceptional today by any stretch, but Jordan Henderson I thought he was just such a key part of everything we tried to do today. And I mean, look, just go look at the goal. You know, we start, not just he's playing and he's actually getting in good positions, and he's scoring goals as well, and different types of goals. So gotta give credit to Jordan Henderson, unless you don't want to, in which case let's have apparently I do go a bit too one-sided sometimes on these things. So let's get a tweet from Dermot Heaney, who says Hendo positioning is desperate in general. He shows aggression too late. When he's lost the ball, doesn't look comfortable on it. Anyway, Dennis Goozle says, I think I want to go in bed with Henderson and have babies. Yes, I am male. Yes. Brilliant, Dennis. And I don't think you're alone in that, mate. I'm developing a serious man crush on Jordan Henderson. And you know, in honour, I have gone for the Jordan Henderson quiff. Don't know if anyone noticed. perfectly styled, I know. Just happy accident. No, look, I'm going to sing Jordan Henderson's praises all day long because he looks like he's become a man. You know, he just looks, in a team that's got so many young players in it, he doesn't look like one of them anymore. I think he's been exceptional, and long may that continue. Anyway, Josh Nortis, Coutinho is shit, said no Liverpool fan. Yeah, I mean, absolutely amazing. Coutinho, what a little beauty he is, and I don't mean that in the Scouse way. I mean that in like he's fucking amazing. He is our boss. The way he picks a pass, I referred to him on Twitter as the key master, which was part Ghostbusters, part Masters of the Universe. But also, I remember someone using it to describe Garcia. You know, he's got all the keys. He's got the keys for all the locks to unlock the fences. He didn't. Coutinho does. There's a bit when he's running with the ball, or he's got the ball at his feet, 30-35 yards from goal, and of course closer, and there's a man running beyond. I now have, even in the short space of time that we've seen him play, I've full confidence that he'll find him. As long as you get yourself in enough space to receive a pass, he will find you with a pass. It's uncanny. The pass for Jordan Henderson's goal is out of this world, absolutely out of this world. The kid is a revelation, you know, he's got no fear. There's that one as well down the left wing in the first half when he did that. Nobody does this anymore. He plays the ball round the man and goes round him and gets it, and it doesn't quite work out in the end, but just to have the confidence to do that just speaks volume to the class of the lad. So no, can't sing praises highly enough of Coutinho or Henderson. Don't know if you've noticed. Anyway, Ben Brady says, great result, lads. I didn't think in the first half we were that bad. Just a cracking finish from a cracking player. No way he'll be with them this year, presumably this time next year. Would any of you lads fancy him in a red shirt? Yeah, completely. Although there's a big fella doing quite well at West Ham at the moment. So he looks tasty. It looks a bit like Juan Pablo Angel. Shades of Aston Villa, former Aston Villa player. Went over to the MLS. Don't know who he is. Anyway, no, Benteke looks, you know, someone on Twitter put shades of Drogba, yeah, you know what I mean? He terrorised us, and I don't know whether that was us giving him too much respect, but really, he's not just a grok, he's not just someone you boot the ball up to and it bounces off him or whatever. He's got great feet as well, good pace. He's very direct when he needs to be, and he's a threat aerially. Fantastic. I mean, whether, you know, there's going to be a whole host of clubs after him in the summer, and whether we're in a position to be able to get him, we're clearly a step up from Aston Villa, clearly. But it's whether, you know, a Champions League club would be interested. That would, but whether we'd be interested, I don't know. But he is the kind of player I'd love to see at Liverpool. Just that what's been classed as the plan B, what Andy Carroll does, except with all the other bits that I've just mentioned as well. And no, I don't mean to be disrespectful to Andy Carroll, because I don't dislike Andy Carroll at all. So yeah, quick. Would you have Christian Benteke? Let me know in the comment section underneath. And if you haven't done so already, click subscribe. It's that time of the show. Fucking click subscribe. Do it. Yeah, we're trying to get to 100,000, which sounds impossible, but we'll do it. Let's do it quickly. So do that and let me know whether you think Christian Benteke would be a good fit for Liverpool. And finally, Jason White says, I thought young Joshua should have got man of the match. Yeah, gotta say, fantastic occasion for young Joshua, who's obviously battling cancer, got to lead Liverpool out as the mascot today. Fantastic moment for him, and I'm sure his family and everyone who's offered support, where to support on Twitter and what have you. So no, fantastic. Let us know your thoughts on the match. Who was your man of the match? I think Steven Gerrard, for that, you know, scoring the decisive goal from the penalty spot and the header off the line, probably deserves it. Got it from Sky, so I'll give it to him. But my non-Gerrard man of the match, it's like 2 years ago all over again, Jordan Henderson. I think he probably knew where I was going with that. So yeah, but who was your Gerrard man of the match and who's your non-Gerrard man of the match? Also let me know that in the video comment section underneath. If you want to watch more stuff, I'm going to wrap up now, but if you want to watch some quick fire rounds, check them out. There's like 4 or 5 of them on the YouTube channel. Precise, yes, I clearly know exactly what content we've got there. If you haven't watched the stuff from the Liverpool Academy Q&A from the other week, that's fascinating. Check that out. The full thing is actually available for free on our website as well, which is on the redmentv.com. If you want to stick around and watch our subscriber show as well, 2 hours of Redmen goodness, it's free for a month, so you can check that out also on the redmentv.com. Loads of shit. If you're feeling tight, I know you've probably spunked all your money on Easter eggs, so if you want to watch stuff for free, go to youtube.com/redmentv or click some links there and thereabouts and go for that. I'm sure someone will make a gif of that wonderful flailing arm motion. Don't. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. We'll be back next week with big fucking smiles on our faces after the result. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and good night. Ta-ra.